Test 1, 2, 3. See how this goes. See if this comes up and everybody's all surprised about my logo in the middle of my stream. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Turn the sound down. No, I haven't paid for the Twitch Premium, whatever you call it, so that you don't get the silly commercials. I am very sick of the Battlefield Hardline commercial. It is... If you ever try to surf Twitch, you get it a lot. So, sorry if I was a little bit behind getting started. We actually got a very new release, brand new, just out today, of the 0.9 release of the Linux OBS. So 0.9.0, actually we already had an update once. So we got our chroma key. So we can do transparencies. And actually I picked up this last weekend a old school movie projector screen. And I'm trying to figure out how to make that, how to use that for my chroma key. Maybe just white, I guess. Might mess with the lettering, have transparent lettering shooting holes through my body, you know, that, I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe I can figure out how to make it bright green, so, you know, so it's actual green screen the way the green screen is supposed to be. But regardless, welcome to the stream. Hey Steel, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, that's very cool. I did get some materials from Steel. I'm going to be going to a convention here, science fiction and Linux convention, called Penguicon. It's up in Detroit, Michigan, at the Southfield Hyatt, I believe it is. And we were there last year. It was fantastic. It's a great time. Feel welcome to stop by. I'm actually doing a panel at the convention this year on things you can learn from being in a guild. Did a slightly different version, things you can learn from your MMO last year. Tuned it down a little bit more, trying to make it a little bit better, a little more polished this year. Any of you who are in the area are welcome to join me. I think that would be a fantastic thing. This is Khanne's Linux Gaming. I am Khanne, or Kaidu, or Kaidubi, or Kaidu Khanne, depending on what game you meet me in. You know, you're definitely all welcome. Definitely appreciate any participation. Feel free to throw comments and that sort of stuff. But anyway, Steel provided me with some stuff to pass out for Grievance when I'm there, so we can talk about Grievance. Grievance is the guild that I'm a part of. It has been a fantastic experience for me, and it's great to always have a home, regardless of what game you're playing. If you guys have been in this gig for a while, you'll be familiar with the hardship of wanting to quit a game, but not wanting to quit your friends. Being in a guild like Grievance is a great way to deal with that, and it's something I highly recommend. So you've probably noticed by now. Excuse me, I'm going to sit up here and adjust my cam just a hair. You've probably noticed by now that there's a bright Windows 10 logo in the middle of my screen. Probably wondering what the heck that's about. No, put it back. Forgot to put a message in TeamSpeak. Steel put something on Facebook. No, put that back. Okay. Well, welcome, Iggy, and welcome... Boy, see if I can... Sin here, please. Trying to pick that out. But anyway, welcome. I wonder if that's Sin. Sin here, please. I've never seen that. But anyway, fantastic. Grievance Bob, my husband. Thank you. The Windows 10 logo is there because that's the big news in Linux right now. Microsoft has announced that the Windows 10, with the advent of Windows 10, they are going to remove the stipulation that they had with motherboard manufacturers that the bootloader has to be the ACH or ACHI, I think that's the term. ACHI bootloader does not have to be disableable. Now this is going to be a little bit technical, and I'm sorry if it's goes over anybody's head. I'll try to keep it down to an understandable level. When you build a machine, when you buy a motherboard, that motherboard starts off a process called bootloading, and that's what allows you to boot Windows or boot Linux or boot OS X. In the past, that was done with something called BIOS. BIOS is deprecated, which means it's really no longer used. They use an ACHI layer, which kind of sits between the hardware and the software bootloader. The hardware gets it started, and then the software takes over. And this layer kind of sits in between, and it checks for a digital signature, like an encryption key. Actually, very specifically an encryption key. And these keys are given to the motherboard manufacturers by Microsoft or Apple that says, okay, you must look for this key, and if that key isn't there, don't boot off of their software bootloader. Well, for Windows 8, Microsoft first introduced this, and there was a whole lot of furor in the community because everybody said, hey, we want to boot whatever the heck OS we want on our motherboards. We don't want to just boot Microsoft. We don't want to have that Microsoft stamp. I don't want to have to go out and get a bit of Microsoft code in order to boot my Linux operating system. It's exactly the opposite of everything that Linux and open source is about. And so Microsoft kind of relented and said that, okay, motherboard manufacturers, you have to implement ACHI, which they said you had to for Windows 8. But you can include an option to disable the requirement to have that encryption key. As Linux distributions are generally made by community members, and there's a lot of different spins. Linux Mint that I run is based on Ubuntu. Ubuntu is based on Debian. There's a whole lot of other things based on Ubuntu. There's a few things based on Mint. There's and so you get these like derivative layers of operating systems, all that fall under the category of Linux, and they're done by volunteers in the community, and they don't have the money to go out and create digital signature keys and get them to all of the motherboard manufacturers, so that their key is digitally signed, so that you can throw in their disk and boot to Linux. Well, Windows 10, Microsoft is taking that away, and they say when you build a motherboard for Windows, it's only for Windows. Now, we've worked around that kind of stuff in the past in the Linux community. Gotta believe that we'll be able to work around it again. Microsoft, for all their money, sometimes they're really not all that smart. And word is that there's going to be ways, and that some of the motherboard manufacturers have already said, well, we're still going to include a key, or we'll include a version that allows you to. But it's just a very unfriendly practice. So generally not thrilled with that. Other Windows 10 news is they're going to give it away free for a year, and then they're not going to give it away for free. I'm telling you now, mark my words, write this down, I'm telling you this today, 9/14, March 26, 2015, they will start charging a subscription fee for Windows. They've wanted to for a decade or more, and they're going to do it after that free year. It is that first taste of crack, boys and ladies, and it's going to be a bad thing. So, Bizas the Bard, welcome. So, sign that sin. Oh, really? Okay, sorry. Well, hello, Sign. Welcome, and thanks for watching. So that's kind of it for my kind of Linux newsy thing that I like to do at the beginning of the stream. If you guys have any questions, comments, Craig, you're on crack. This isn't going to be anywhere near as bad as you think it is. Sorry, my name is Craig or Khanne. Then feel free to contact me. You can contact me through the grievance channel. If you're on the grievance website, that's grievancegaming.org. Go ahead and hit me up there. I'm Kaidu Khan. You can instant message me there. You can probably message somebody through the Twitch channel, and they'll get it to me one way or the other. I've even seen some of you folks message me through YouTube when the videos get uploaded sometimes. Or actually, I think they've always been uploaded, which is fantastic. Thank you to those of you who do that part, because Lord knows I don't. I'm too lazy. So if you're seeing that stuff, it's not because of something I've done. So OBS, other big news. Wanted to that's an inside joke. All right. Wanted to tell you, on top of the chroma key, which allows me to do the green screen effect. For those of you who don't know what a chroma key is, I can have, I don't know, Paris or something else behind me rather than the rest of my office and laundry in the background. Other things that are neat to do. Also got some extra adjustments that I can do on the webcam, which is why I could zoom in a little bit more on my face. So again, you guys aren't looking at a tiny little head in a big room. And so very excited about that. Still don't have my CLR browser though. Really hoping that comes soon. Crossing my fingers. I know that's one of the big items they've been getting requests for, and I'm hoping that they do that soon. Also, I know that the Mac client has been lacking some of the chroma key stuff too. Guys, I figure if we've got it, you've got it coming pretty quick behind on the Mac side. So, all right, so I'm going to try to fire up a game here, and bear with me because I didn't test this beforehand because I was a bad man. And we are going to play Bioshock Infinite tonight. This came out last week. If you remember my stream from, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I thought that Steam had released it, but they actually hadn't. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a little loud for you guys. You'll have to bear with me for a second until I get control of my... until I can Alt-Tab out of things. I can turn that the heck down. Right. Anyway, I talked about this 5 or 6 weeks ago. It had showed up in my ability to install through Steam, but it didn't actually show. When I went to start it, it wouldn't actually play, so I was very hopeful that they were going to release it soon. And they did. Which isn't that great, because this game, I played this all the way through when it first came out, because I really liked Bioshock 1 and 2. A friend of mine, Zeke, got me into it, and it has been one of my more favorite games that I've tried. And so I was excited with it. I played it all the way through, and then I just didn't want to go back and replay it. Part of the fun of this particular game is just kind of discovering everything, or at least for me, and seeing all the different sites. I love the 1920s theme. I think that's fantastic. It's something that really appeals to me. I kind of love that old-timey stuff. I'm not really into antiques, ironically enough, but I do like the look and the sounds of things and the music. I actually am a big fan of 1920s foxtrots, which you do hear a few in this game. I have a best friend who has upwards of 2,000 78 records, and if you don't know what that is, ask your grandfather, of old foxtrots from the 1920s. And we used to sit around and listen to them a lot. And that was pretty cool. So anyway, I got into this yesterday and started playing, so we're actually not going to be at the very, very beginning here. Or should I start at the beginning? Tell me what you think. If you guys think I should start at the beginning, I will. But I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to... Please call me, Sign. I don't know what you guys are chatting about. Please call me, Sign. All right. Anyway, so I think it's a fantastic looking game. It plays it plays really, really well. I'm saying fantastic a whole lot. A little bit of pausing in between loading zones. Part of that might be because this is an older machine. For those of you who may not have watched the stream in a while, the machine is a i7-860 from back in the day. It was part of a Intel sales thing for a company that I had worked for. You took a bunch of like CBT sales training through Intel, and then you got this massive discount on this i7 processor back when they were very, very new, through the company that I worked for. And so I got that and a 460, a 460 GTX, I think it is, NVIDIA video card. So this is a little bit older hardware. And you guys can't see what the heck I'm talking about as far as the game goes because I didn't capture the window properly. So let me update this. Let me get rid of that. And add the game. So you guys actually know what the heck I'm talking about here. What a concept. And please don't read my email. I don't know why it started doing that. There we go. Then we will stretch that back out to full screen. And adjust everything else. So you can get all this craziness back there. There we go. That should look better for you now. All right. Much better. All right, so we're going to go to main game. And we're going to start a new game because I think the intro to this game is one of the best I have ever seen. It really just sucks you right into the role play of this thing. And I think it's fantastic. So we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to try it on medium level. I did easy on my little test there. But how's the music coming through, guys? Is everything coming through okay? Good for you guys? Hopefully so.
Okay.
Let me know in the chat if you can.
No. But I'm afraid of you.
We're going to go through the opening cutscene. I just, like I say, it just really, really does it for me. So.
Are you going to just sit
Now
there?
that should
As compared
be
to what?
offset for you.
Standing?
Nice.
Not
Why is it
standing,
doing that?
rowing.
Rowing? Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder
What's
the
this?
burden?
No. But I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Hopefully this
Funny
isn't
it was
a
your
bug in the
idea.
new version.
My idea.
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing.
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do, or we're never going to get there.
No, I mean I'd greatly appreciate it if you would assist.
Perhaps you should ask him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does, but there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row?
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean. We've arrived.
Now, these two are interesting. They bicker the whole time. It's great. You don't see them a whole lot, but you'll see them in and out of different spots within the game.
He's not moving.
All
He
right.
will, eventually.
I suppose he does.
Let me see why this isn't capturing the whole screen. Oh, I bet I know. I bet it's the new filters, huh? Sorry guys, I'm experimenting with you a little bit here, trying to make sure I get it full screen so you guys see everything that I'm seeing. You should, if things are working right, you should see the panel. Why am I not picking up the whole screen? Don't have any cropping going on, or at least I shouldn't. Turn that off for a second. Turn it back on. Ooh, is that better? Bring it to the front. Sorry, folks, if I have to mess with this a little bit. You don't want to see 2/3 of the screen for the whole night. I think that would be pretty annoying and wouldn't be a fantastic experience. So let me... Aha. Okay. Positional alignment. Box. Close. Still not right. Better. 1080. All right, so hopefully, I think that is hopefully going to be everything. Switch back, climb the ladder, see if I can find another index, because you guys got to be getting tired of seeing the same screen there for a second.
Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Would that change it?
It might give him some comfort.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Hey! Is somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
So can you guys hear the sound
Someone
okay?
said.
Let me know what you think. This is still cropping off the edge. There's no reason for it to be cropping off the edge. Filter applied. Sorry folks if I'm taking a little bit of time here to figure this out. I saw that it was streaming and I called it good and thought that that was going to be decent enough. I hadn't realized that it was actually cropping off the edge when I first tested this. Always with the technical problems, huh, Moriarty? Top pixels. That. 0, 0. Still not seeing anything I should be seeing. Well, I'll see if I can get going here and see if I can make it work for you guys. 'Cause I know you gotta be getting a little bit bored. So there's coins to pick up everywhere. There isn't a whole lot of complex controls in this particular game. You press F to pick things up that are highlighted. The water's pretty good. Like a lot of Unreal Engine based things are a little too slick, either slick or not, and inside things that are supposed to be wet or damp come off a little bad. Solution on the strings of that kind of crap in it. Guys, this has not been my best showing. Definitely some settings I need to play with the new OBS. See if I can make things look a little better for you. Bitrate, why is that so high? Let's see if that doesn't help that out a little bit. Let me see here. Get back in, move around some. Oh, there was some group. Onto that. Search the barrel. Press F to search the barrel. F to take everything that's there. Canned beans for health. I don't really need the health, but I'm not going to be back here. So we'll go ahead and grab that stuff. See if there's anything over here to pick up. I don't think so. What the heck? Oh, that was the door. Still frustrates the heck out of me.
Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
I am going to stop the stream for just a quick second, guys. I think I see what's wrong. See if I can fix it. Probably be about a Okay, well, we're back. Thank you. And it seems like maybe I've finally solved the cropping problem a little bit. It's not too bad. I think. Dare I hope. Let's see how this goes. And if I can have taken care of the blurriness at the same time, then that'll be fantastic. So hopefully I have. Might just be a lot of pretty quick movement on the screen for the streaming software and the stream. So appreciate y'all sticking with me. For those that have, let's go ahead and get the signs going. I'm gonna turn the sound back up because they do play some different music in here that I really enjoy. I'm gonna turn it up just a hair. So,
is anyone here? Hello?
I need to reverse red and blue, don't I? But I hate when I forget that. Alright, back in. So we are playing Bioshock Infinite. It was just released this last week on Steam for Linux. One of my more favorite games. We are starting from scratch, and hopefully it is all looking good and sounding good to you guys. I appreciate you joining me. This is Khanne's Linux Gaming on Grievance. There's a wall up there. Yeah. Give me some of them silver dollars. I don't know how much those are worth anymore, but I know it's probably a lot. I have my friend who has all the 78s has a radio very similar to that. It's very cool. Nothing there. How's the stream looking for everybody? Hopefully good and clear. See, what do we got here? To thine own land shall I take thee. Yeah, they're fairly puritanical. Yes. Ooh.
Shit.
I guess you really don't want to disappoint them. So what, all the blood ran out of his pant legs? There's no blood on his clothes. Well, I guess on his face. This looks like some serious implements of paint. Anything up here? Get a little bit more healthy, I guess. Not that I've actually lost any health. In New Eden soil, shall I plant these? Huh. Old portal you can see off in the distance. 1912. Somewhere. Get over there. Spacebar is jump. Like I say, not real complex on that. Huh. Some of the controls aren't there yet. I can't crouch. Interesting. I guess that only happens when you actually get to the city. You'll see in a little bit here. We're going to go to a, well, you'll see. Don't want to spoil it for you if you've already seen it. Or if you haven't already seen it. Pick up some more moolah. Moolah is always good. You kind of see what I'm talking about with the, everything is a little too wet. But I think that that's just indicative of the engine that they used. I haven't tried any of the expansions yet. Have any of you guys who are watching the stream tried any of the expansions to this game? There's a couple, 2 or 3. They had one of those season pass things. I'm never really sure if they're a decent deal or not.
Wait a minute, that card.
Okay. Ooh, I'm being led by the nose here. Yes, I remembered the card. So 1, 2, and 2. Whoa.
What in the world is...
Aliens are coming. It is kind of cool though.
All right. Looks like they expect me to sit in their fancy chair.
I want to build myself a gaming chair like that. I think that would be pretty spiff. Now, who doesn't see the arm clasps on there? They know what's going to happen.
What the hell? Go!
Make yourself ready, Pilgrim. The bindings are there as a safeguard.
Now that looks cool.
No, no, God damn it!
Ready
Ascension.
for takeoff.
Ascension in the count of 5. Count of 4.
No, no.
3. 2. 1.
No!
Ascension. Ascension.
Just stay calm.
5,000 feet. 10,000 feet. 15,000 feet. Hallelujah.
Now that's just pretty. Now I wonder really like this kind of music too, so that's cool. A little health bar, so I mentioned I got more of my stuff now. Taking the money left laying around the church. I'm not a very nice guy. Or whatever this is. And I don't know why the floor is covered in water. I guess it keeps everything from burning up from all the candles. It is pretty though. The Welcome Center. I don't know, the arm clamps didn't seem all that welcoming, but you know, everything else is kind of cool.
Excuse me. Where am I?
Heaven, friend. Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Best keep such questions to myself, unless I want to get made.
They did a really, really good job with this, with the sound. Because it, I don't know if it comes through on the stream, but it sounds very hollow, like you're in a stone room with a lot of water on the floor. Must get the last
Gotta
coin.
find the exit
There we
out
go.
of this place. The seed of the prophet.
Okay. Boxophone. Let's play the audio log.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
You know what I'm afraid? I wonder when I stopped and, well no, because I'm getting the stream, but I'm wondering if my chat channel, because I haven't seen anybody say anything in a bit. So if someone wanted to say something and reassure me, that would be cool. As soon as my refresh screen gets done playing the ding hardline ad. Alright, seems like this is the only way left to go. It's a lot of water on stone stairs.
And every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Constant. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet had struck down our enemies at wounded knee, and not railed against the Sodom beneath us, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough. If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just led us to the new Eden and not purged the vipers of the Orient, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just purged the vipers of the Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the vox populi, it would have been enough. Is it someone new? Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Columbia to be washed clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord?
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters
yeah,
of
it's a pretty spectacular
you be
game. Very, very
cleansed,
involving
brother?
in the role play. So
Either this or turn around and get
I
back
recommend
on
it.
the rocket.
And
Might as well get it over with.
there was a sale a couple weeks ago.
Come and be
Actually, last
cleansed.
weekend.
Hallelujah!
I think it's passed now.
Hey.
You might be able to get a code on sale
I
from somebody though.
baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord.
If you're into role-playing games, it's pretty good. It definitely is pretty immersive.
I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Technically, though, it's built on a shooter engine. It's built on the Unreal Engine.
Who's there? Who's there?
Bring us the curb and wipe away the debt.
What do you want?
We had a deal to it. Open this door
Sequence here.
right now.
I told you. I'm not gonna do it.
This guy's like seeing
Go
space.
away.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt!
I don't think there's anything. If you play the game through, that scene is a little interesting, and I don't want to spoil it for folks, so I'm not gonna give it away. But that is an
That
interesting
idiot
scene.
priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one.
So in this
I need
game,
to find a
you're
landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
the patriarchs of this city, this floating city in the sky, are Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and Ben Franklin. The scroll, the sword, and the key. Then they have a prophet
We recommit ourselves to our
named
founder
Comstock, who
and
was
our
the one who
prophet,
founded
Father
the city.
Comstock. And recommit
They
to
go
our
through
prophet,
the storyline. I don't know how
Comstock.
much we'll get through tonight,
Our
so I
prophet
kind of wanted
fills
to.
our lungs with water,
That's not too much.
so
of a
they
spoiler
may
to give
better
that to you
love the
guys.
air.
He who crossed the Delaware, with flaming sword and wings of angels, watch over me and lend me strength. Shield my mind from fear and doubt, so that I may hold fast against all invaders. Father Washington, hear my prayer.
Father Washington. Yes, they're talking about George Washington.
Paragon of virtue, a rebel against ignorance and tyranny. Share with me your wisdom and let the light of your good judgment shine like a beacon through the darkness. Father Jefferson, hear my prayer.
Yep, Thomas Jefferson.
By the sword,
and the scroll, and the key.
Amen.
Is no chance nor luck, only providence. And that you see its divine hand at work, you discern the transmundane. Your inspiration and imagination transcend mere science and open our eyes to the mystery.
And Ben Franklin.
Father Franklin.
Just 'cause the city flies don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools. All right. Still got a girl to find.
So the object of this is you're supposed to find this particular girl and return them to these people who you owe money to. You're playing the same spade like a detective in 1912. henchmen have taken you to this lighthouse and you got sucked up into this floating city. Pretty cool.
It's got a waterfall and everything. I bet we could have something arranged.
I know, Mr. Rossignol. I've never had an oyster.
Morning. Good to see you.
Well, they all actually have pretty interesting conversations. But it might be a little bit boring for you guys on the stream, so I'm going to probably move things along here.
Perfect day for the celebration.
Full transcript of the Prophet's recent address to you, the Colombian people, on the holy forgiveness of our dear Lady Comstock, our beloved Mother of Forgiveness.
You know, divinity.
And that would be a statue to Comstock, founder of the city.
Does not matter to me. Saltonstall's all right, I tell you. Says he's for faith, family, and fatherland.
Like,
Who could be against all that?
So yeah, very pretty steampunk. Alternate reality, steam-based technology. Yeah, I definitely. Music is a tad loud. All right, good to know. I can do something about that. See if that helps a little bit. Aha.
Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and unreliable lot to a man.
Well, those look like comfy
I told him
chairs.
that the park is exceedingly
I actually
far
had
behind
a
schedule.
1800s
landscaping is half
optician's
finished. The
chair for a while.
statuary
Thing was
hasn't arrived.
heavy,
The fountain is full of
made it like a
rainwater, for
cast
God's
iron.
sake. Even the marigolds are still
Problem was my office was
unplanted.
up on the second floor, and my wife was concerned that the thing weighed too much to put up there.
You know what he told me? He said that he was tired, that the work had taken much from him. I said,
And then the Archangel showed a vision. A city, lighter than air. I asked her, "Why do you show this to me, Archangel? I'm not a strong man. I'm not a righteous man. I am not a holy man." And she told me the most remarkable thing. "You're right, Prophet. But if grace is within the grasp of one such as you, how can anyone else not see it in themselves?"
I imagine some folks do speed runs of this game. I don't think I would ever.
This, Vox Populi that. Now, what does Vox Populi even mean, for heaven's sake?
It's Latin. It means...
Latin.
A lot of the food around gives you either health or salt. Salt is used for it's essentially magic. You don't want to grab it until you have a magic ability, because you'll be going through these same streets again eventually. But my health bar was a little low, so I was eating up some of the health stuff. And sometimes when you search things, you'll find multiple
Hey,
items.
citizen, you're looking fit.
And end up wasting some of the health items or salt items in there. Now they're also referring to the Vox Populi. The Vox Populi, of course, is the unwashed public is what they're referring to, and that'll come into play here in a little while in the story. I actually have a bowler that I wear when I go to PenguinCon. Don't really need any more health right now. Yes, it's a mechanical horse. Well, after the stream, I don't want to do it now because I already wasted enough time with technical stuff earlier trying to get the resolution correct. But I'll work on tweaking the stream a little bit so we get a little bit cleaner.
Right event to attend on the day today is serious business.
cleaner video for you guys when I'm moving around, because I'm noticing some fuzz when or some pixelization.
Columbia Raffle and Fair. Huh.
When I'm moving around. So we'll see if we can't clean that up, because I might end up playing this again next week. It is a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun. You've seen the pic. All right. Oh, you've seen the pic of me wearing my... Yeah. Cool. Wearing my bowler. So that'll be cool. I even recently picked up a straw hat. A very nice one.
Warm temperatures and light variable winds throughout the afternoon. In short, a beautiful day for the festivities, Columbia.
On your honor, put money in the basket.
Back to the music.
That's something you won't see in America hardly too many places anymore, sadly. Okay. Can turn the honor off the radio. Don't really need the house. I'll take the coins though. Take their coins because I'm a bad man. Is it you? Ironically, it is. Spoiler, sorry. So kinetoscopes are a real thing from history. Look them up if you haven't seen anything about them. It was pretty neat.
For a boutonniere? We're raising money for the Girls' Patriotic League.
Maybe next time.
You'd look dashing with one in your lapel. Come back if you change your mind.
So I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Probably if the music is still up a little bit. There was a, what am I catching here? There's a barbershop quartet singing What Would I Do Without You, which is a modern song. And they do that handful of spots in here. Modern songs that are done in a 1920s musical style.
One man goes into the waters of baptism, a different man comes out, born again. But who is that man who lies submerged? Perhaps that swimmer is both sinner and saint, until he is revealed unto the eyes of man.
I'll make you so sure about it. Knows what I'd be without you, without you, without you.
Yay! I like barbershop quartets. Seen something flash. I thought maybe it was something lootable. Yes, I am. Hello. Good night. I think I skipped a couple of things over here. See if I can find some stuff. The compulsive completionist in me. I went up there. I did all that. All shepherds. Leads the lamb astray. So, any of that. I'll take stuff out of the barrel. If there was anything there.
That kind of talk draws attention.
Oh, don't turn into some victim.
Yeah. My wife actually just recently got a job. She's going to be doing working at a daycare center, which is really odd because she's not normally that big into kids. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, that's where they said I'd find her.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Telegram?
Telegram for you, sir.
Like people knew I was going to be here?
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do, do not pick number 77. Stop. New Tess. What the?
Okay. Oh, do they still have the sightseeing binoculars at places anymore? I don't travel that much, so I can't say I'm sure anymore. What am I supposed to be seeing?
Why, good day to you, sir.
Hello.
I sense a timeline theme. Well, sort of.
Look at her. Ain't she some kind of beauty? You know, that's where all the immigrants used to pass through.
They still allow
Hello there, friend.
Kids playing that politely. Okay, hey,
You'll
let's
let me
go see
through
what
here,
the cops
pal?
are up to.
Street's closed for your safety, fella. They're prepping tonight's fireworks back there.
There's enough TNT back there to blow Peking to Kingdom Come. Again.
Roadblock. Better find another way around.
Alright. Can't go straight forward there. Actually, I kind of do that.
If I told you a man
So, what you're seeing here is a giant sales thing for what are called vigors.
hoist a one-ton stallion straight into the air,
And vigors are essentially
would you
the
believe me?
magic abilities you can pick up in this game.
Friends, I am here today to tell. Those are no flights of fancy. Those are no tall tales told behind the pool hall. No, sir. No, ma'am. Those are vigors I'm talking about.
Table
Brought
Mountain,
to you
Cape Town,
courtesy
South
of
Africa.
Mr. Jeremiah Fink.
Ah, okay, cool.
Who
Rainbow
amongst
Mountain in
you
Chattanooga.
has
Interesting.
tasted the divine gift of the vigor. One swig and feats of wonderment are at the tips of your fingers. You know our prophet is fair. You know our prophet is kind.
I have not been to either place, but Chattanooga sounds interesting. I almost ended up with a job there once, working for the state of Tennessee school. I don't know what Department of Education. That's the word I was looking for. The only cigarettes designed especially for kids.
Praise be to our prophet, and praise be to our fair city.
Nothing beats a good figure. That's right.
Young sir, young miss, roll up and try the amazing power of bucking bronco.
All right,
Whether
let's
you need
try
lifted,
a
locked,
vigor
or
here.
tumbled, bucking bronco is just the
Fucking
tick.
Bronco.
I'll give it a shot.
Young sir, young miss, roll up and try the amazing power of bucking bronco. Whether you need it lifted, locked, or tossed, or tumbled, bucking bronco is just the tick.
Hit the devil 3 times.
And there's devil number 1.
The bucking Bronco, I can make objects float. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's in there.
Devil number 2. Woo, he's on a roll. And that's 3. We have a winner.
Yay, I win.
And remember, if you need it lifted, lofted, tossed, or tumbled, bucking bronco is your answer.
Cool.
Those dirty mocks are at it again. See them villains zipping around, spreading their lies and dissent? Fear not. I got you
Spreading
secure.
their lies
Grab a
and dissent.
shotgun and go to work. You bet. You got what it takes to
All
keep
right,
our
I'll
city
give this a
safe.
shot.
Mighty fine
I'll try.
if you can keep those skylines clear. Good man. Now take aim and blast those evil box out of the sky. Hit enough and I'll get you a prize.
Okay, 20 points. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, this fella knows his stuff. Let's get the pieces. Let them get through. Let's get the pieces. More for the record. Any box left in your gun.
I missed one.
More for the record. Almost there. Keep it up. Never seen shooting.
Ah, second place.
Keep the skies clear. Grab a gun and show those box who runs this city. Clear the skylines and earn a prize. Come on up. Don't be shy.
Hey, use the high striker. Hey, cool. Didn't get a prize though.
He'll ferry you with ease to and from your place of business, or on a romantic evening ride with the missus. He hauls carriages, vending items, furniture, and more. From the heaviest item to your most delicate possession.
Hey, look, a trash can. That's much more exciting because there might be stuff in it. Kids are too busy smoking their little kid cigarettes. Chattanooga's main complaint saying, after you retire, you still retire? Ah, say it isn't so. Two of the best aquariums. Aquariums never really did much for me. I had a good friend who was big into the zoo. Got married actually at the Detroit Zoo,
In science.
which was a really, really nice zoo. I don't know if it's so much anymore. Yeah, they got money problems up there, but it was a really nice zoo.
Red hot hot dogs. Colombian as apple pie. Patriotic as a rifle. Delicious as a sweetheart's
I'll
kiss.
try a voxophone.
Say something, Sonny.
What's a voxophone?
What's a voxophone?
Exactly that.
Okay, so a really,
Just so
really
we're clear, I'm not
old-timey
paying for this.
Just a damn
dictation machine, huh? All right.
I usually wait till Fink works out the kinks with them. It's safer that way.
Handy with a rifle? Looking to do your part for Columbia? Show your skill by hunting down Daisy Fitzroy and the vile members
Hey, another little rifle thing.
Well, here's a brave fellow.
Let's see how it goes.
The box when they appear, get it up, and you'll win a prize. I'll even throw in a bonus if you bag the anarchist Daisy Fitzroy. Crack shot.
faster.
Natural gun shot. Fine show.
Second place. That'll work. I wonder if I can play again. Can I play again?
Calling all skilled marksmen. Well, here's a brave fellow.
Hey.
Now, shoot the box when they appear, get it up, and you'll win.
Let's see how it goes.
I'll even throw in a bonus if you bag the anarchist Daisy Fitzroy. All those boxes are quaking in their boots. Rack shot. Well done, sir. All those boxes are quaking in their boots. The anarchist Fitzroy. Traitor. Fine show. Fine show. Another shot. Right on the money. Well done, sir. Magnificent display of marksmanship. The fox defeated, Daisy Fitzroy slain. You, sir, shall be richly rewarded.
Alright, what's my rich reward? Just first place? Is that the only way you get these? Alright, I guess that's alright.
Technological prowess.
Betterman's Auto Bodies, the handyman.
Come on down and see the amazing handyman. Is he man? Is he machine? Only Colombian ingenuity could create such an amazing
Salt machine.
Have you ever lost a penny to a vending machine? Has a pay telephone ever refused to connect you with a beloved spouse? Well, it's time to take back control from the men of metal. With possession, you are the master. You will bend any machine to your will.
Let's try it. Okay, so this is the
Just a whisper.
possession magic. Allows you to take control of machines, and then I think there's a later upgrade you can take control of other people. So that would be cool. I think I just saw the Green Fairy. Green Fairy is a reference to, oh, what's the liquor? It's, oh, it tastes like licorice. I'm blanking on it. Anyway, people used to talk about seeing the Green Fairy because it was made from fermented wormwood, and it was actually a poison. It would make you go insane after a while. But,
What the hell was that?
oh, I can't believe I'm blanking on that. That's really annoying. Okay, my salts are full.
Well, if it isn't Assemblyman Buford, your spot at the
Hey,
Rebel
and I
awaits.
didn't have to buy a ticket. I
Don't
just
know
used
why I
the
didn't recognize you before.
machine.
Odd. Always good to have gentlemen of your caliber
So
at our
that's cool.
fine fairgrounds.
Notice I used up about half of my bar of salts. I gotta. Okay. Small vial of salts. There we go. That topped me back off.
I bet he could lift that entire booth.
4 flavors. Isn't it many?
4 flavors of ice cream. Who heard of such a thing?
Howdy, sailor. What port do you call home?
3 years to retire? Man, you will make me very, very jealous if you manage to retire in 3 years. I'll be lucky if I get to retire at 65. Did I see everything over here? I have a feeling I missed something.
Hey, you! Handy Ready with a rifle? Looking to do your part for Columbia? Show your skill by hunting down Troy and the vile members of the Vox Populi. Shoot!
Bucking Bronco. Unlock. I can't afford that.
Earn the points, win the prize.
Heads.
Or tails.
Come on, let me through. Heads.
Or tails.
I think it's the same two that were in the rowboat.
Heads.
Told you.
I
never find that as satisfying as I'd imagined.
Chin up. There's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Is it that time of year already?
The young ones misbehave, escorts children to their grave. Never backtalk, never lie, or he'll drop you from the sky.
There's a nice nursery rhyme.
Look at that one. He looks lost.
He looks just fine to me.
Mary, you are a living, walking scandal.
You go, Mary. Absinthe, yes, thank you. Don't think I know Rufflefur. But that's cool. I am definitely headed for the get-together this year, so that'll be really, really exciting. For those watching the stream who might not know what I'm talking about, Grievance has a real-life get-together every year. At least most years, anyway. I haven't noticed not to have one yet. And, yeah, where you actually get to meet face-to-face the people that you talk to and spend just about pretty much every night with. So that's pretty cool. And this year we're expecting it to be a couple hundred people, I think. So that'll be pretty cool. A lot of fun. They rented a house.
This little beauty? The whole division got them. If we're gonna flush the Vox out of the Skyline system, we gotta have the best.
They got any openings in the group? I'd love to bust some Vox skull.
Yeah, you won't be busting those skulls. Trust me. Oh, Lucas' brother. That's cool. Now I've talked to Lucas. I know him. That was kind of a creepy noise. Whatever that was.
Madam Lutece, I have read all your books on the sciences. Mama says it's not a fit occupation for a lady, but I think she's jealous of our cleverness. Is it true that only you are allowed to visit the girl in the tower? If the lamb is lonely too, I should like to meet her, as we would have much in common. Warmest regards, Constance.
What the?
Didn't mean to eat that. That's all right. So once again, this is Khanne's Linux Gaming. We are playing Bioshock Infinite, which was just released last week for Steam, Steam OS and Linux. We've been singing that same song for an awful long time.
About that, I'm feeling lucky.
You always got
This is it. This is it.
I feel like I've waited all year for this.
If there was anything I wasn't thrilled about with this game, it was that there's no real particular, you can't just save where you are, you have to get to a save point. I mean, I kind of understand it. The game isn't particularly difficult unless you maybe choose a very high difficulty rating, which I would never do, because I just don't enjoy that kind of stuff. But
Sorry, son, this street is closed.
And now, the 1912 raffle has officially begun!
Mister!
okay, so what's happening with this raffle? Actually, I kind of know.
Mister! Wouldn't you like a ball?
What does that girl want? Sorry, no sale.
Silly. There's never a charge for the raffle. You've been sleeping under a rock?
77.
77.
Whatever you do, don't pick
That's a lucky
77.
number.
Isn't that what they said?
I'll be rooting for you.
Bring me the bowl! Is that not the prettiest young white girl in all of Columbia? All right then.
Yeah, there's definitely some racism, anti-racism messages in this game.
What do you know?
Number 77, come and claim your prize! First throw!
It was me! It was all me! Please! Please! Please, what are you doing?
Come on! Are you gonna throw it? Or are you taking your coffee black these days? Oh! Looks like we've got a shy one here! We've got to do something about... Wait! It's him!
Now, where'd you get that brand, boy? Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And we ain't letting no false shepherd into our flock! Show 'em what we got planned, boys! Him! Stop him! The false shepherd will lead our lamb astray! Disconnect!
Whoa! That was a little bit brutal. I guess the action started. Take it way up here.
Drop the weapon, fella!
Okay, there's the fireworks. That ain't going nowhere. Health things in there.
This way! Cover the gate!
Oh, they're closing the...
After him! Hurry! Stop! Hey, where you going, coward? Kill him! Reloading!
Yep, I can definitely use that health. Now I got your gun. Ooh, what do we got here? Ah, health. Health is good. There's a madman on the loose, and I'm him. Ooh, some salts. I don't need them right now, but that's good. Hold off. Well, I'm pretty healthy.
I told you, Comstock. You sell them paradise, and the customers expect cherubs for every chore. No menials in God's kingdom. Well, I have a man in Georgia who'll lease us as many Negro convicts.
Ooh, possession aid. Cool. Now I can possess people. People.
You can board.
People. She looks like the last sales girl I threw it at the guy in the hat. I tried to throw it at the guy in the hat. Yeah, it didn't go so well.
Why, you can say they're simple souls in penance for rising above their station. Whatever eases your conscience, I suppose.
Here he comes. I hear somebody shouting at me, but I don't see them. Go back for that stuff. Cool. Bump myself back up. I still feel like I ought to be able to search that toolbox, but I guess I can't. Zowie. Shouldn't have done that, I guess. Whoa! Oh, good, I needed that hot dog. And this all. And that banana. Okay. Health is getting back into shape. That's a good thing. Boxes to search. Oh, I can set off fireworks. Don't know if it does anything. But I can set them off. Headshot! Boom! Is that what Steel always says? Can't see who is shooting at me. Coffee equals salt, okay. gotta get better at dealing with those things. Okay, but I think this is where I came in. Yeah, it's... Oh, there was some food over here. That's a good thing. Try to get a little healthier. What else do we got? Got some more foodstuffs lying around from when people took off because the madman's on the loose. Headshot, there it is. Oh, good, so bullets. Purse. Hey, let me search that, is it? Nope. My ammo is full. What is this? A lockbox. Money, that's good. Ish. Here we go, get some salt. I feel like there ought to have been more in this area, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's a box.
After him!
Yeah, I saw a couple run to the right there. I haven't seen them come out yet.
Call out the firemen! Flank him! Fireman's on his way! He'll take care of the son of a bitch!
Apparently called the fireman. Sounds like a bad guy. Or, well, somebody that's gonna be bad to me. Oh, there's more ammo I can reload up there. Oh, I already am. I thought there was another. I seem to remember 3 guys, but I guess not. Apples for me. Ooh, good deal. Getting some health, getting some money, that's all good. Open the gate.
It's getting hot. What's going on?
Alright.
Kiss.
Now I've got a new vigor. Now I can throw fire. Excellent. This is kind of a cool effect. I remember this. Yeah, that would definitely throw me for a loop.
That wasn't no sample.
Give me back my bullets. Did miss something. I wonder if there was stuff, if I could have prevented all this stuff from burning up. I don't know. Folks, I'm going to step away for just a second. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Came up on me sudden. So I'm back. We'll see how much further we can get. I'll extend by a couple minutes here. And unless there's somebody behind me. Hey Megs Gamer, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you joining. This is Khanne's Linux Gaming. We're playing Bioshock Infinite, the first one. It just got released for Linux last week. And it's definitely one of my more favorite games, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm surprised there's no more cops here. Ah, there is that though. I don't need health. Not really, anyway. Wonder how this does. Ooh, much better. We're taking care of them, that's for sure. I hear, there they are. Sorry, sometimes I'm not a very good shot. But fortunately, there's lots of ammo in this. So, see, all the doors are still locked on the stores. But there's something else to get here. Oh, small health kit. Why, I could use that now. Okay. I bet that turns into a big old ball of fire if you're not careful. Oh. Interesting. Now who sets a crate of fireworks on a next to a pool of gasoline on a wooden crate? Surely people. That health right now, so that's not going to do me any good. What do we got here? Purse. There we go. Money for the vending machine. Go bigger? Oh, it's just salts. Well, I need salts. Okay. Now, alcohols usually have a plus and a minus, so this is plus health minus salt. I don't really need either of those to be true. Cigarettes is minus health plus salt. There's some goodies I don't need necessarily. Oh, there we go. The blue ribbon. All right. And I think that this is going to be the next zone. So this is kind of my save checkpoint. And that works out very ironically at exactly 11, which is my normal start and end time, or end time for my stream. I hope y'all have enjoyed yourself. I'm probably, if nothing else comes along, I may continue this next week because I really do like this game. But I'm always looking for feedback. If this has been kind of boring for you, I know I can get involved in the game and just be quiet sometimes on this, whereas normally I'm pretty chatty. But certainly welcome your comments. And appreciate you. I'm trying to do this every week at 11. I know I was out last week. Sorry about that. Best friend's dad passed, and was kind of dealing with some of that stuff. And so yeah, so that was not so good, but it was good to see him. But I skipped the stream for that, so hope you can forgive me for that. Barring any other really bad things going on next week, I should be back next week, and we'll talk to you next Thursday. I appreciate everybody watching. Have a great night.